effort.
No, I'm with you there. Absolutely. Now then, I've got to briefly touch on the Akmal brothers, because we had a Pakistani chap, Ali, who was on our sofa the other day, and he was on around the time that Umar Akmal just ran himself out, just before the new ball was due, and then Cameron Akmal got out flashing at a wide one caught at gully, and he expressed an opinion that he assured me was very, very common in Pakistan, that if you had to pick your 6 least favourite Pakistani cricketers, you would include the Akmal brothers each 3 times.
Well, I mean, in my opinion, the Akmal brothers, let's focus on 2020 cricket first. The Akmal brothers are automatic picks for those, because they have the potential to hit any ball out the ground. Their batting is fantastic on their day. One day cricket, again, I would pick both of them. Umar Akmal has enough strokes to pulverise any bowling attack, and likewise Akmal Senior can bat up the order, or he can bat in the middle order. He's been utilised in different positions, and as far as I'm concerned, his wicket keeping, you can more or less get away with his wicket keeping in one-day cricket. So, basically what I'm saying is that shortened versions of the game are both automatic picks. Now, coming to Test cricket, that's a different matter. Umar Akmal started off very well. He had a good series in New Zealand, showed some good form in Australia as well. However, I think his temperament is the problem.
Right.
He wants to play too many shots in Test cricket. Somebody needs to sit him down, and I'm sure they are, and say to him, well, if you play out a few maiden overs, it's not a problem. You don't have to put bat to ball in Test cricket all the time. Yes, the main objective is to score runs, but you've got to wait for that bat delivery or rotate the strike. But this lad is trying to play far too many shots, especially early in his innings, and teams are working him out.
Would you say? I mean, I think there's a slight problem for a batsman like Umar Akmal, in that he gets picked for the one-day side early, and so gets taken out of first-class cricket, the first-class cricket structure. So when he's ending up playing first-class cricket, it's he's playing it with very little experience behind him. Now, I've got some news for you, hot off the press. It looks like Salman Butt has won the toss. They're just tossed now, but we can't tell, because the sound is down, whether or not they're going to bowl or bat. So it's not great. It's not brilliant news for you, Sarge, I'm afraid.
Okay. Well, it's good news that he's won the toss. I personally would bowl first, given our batting. When I say our, the Pakistani batting exploits this summer, and I think the fact that they bowled England out twice last Test match. If I was Salman Butt, and the conditions as well,
oh, definitely,
I would bowl first.
Well, I'm pretty sure he will.
The other point, Daniel, about Cameron Akmal that you asked me. I actually interviewed Cameron Akmal last week after the last Test match that Pakistan won, and it was quite an open, honest discussion we had. The interview is up on the website and appeared on websites like Cricinfo, and it's all been on Pakistani TV channels as well. And Cameron was very, I would say, honest about his wicket keeping and the fact that his batting has gone downhill of late. He's been speaking to Alex Stewart quite a bit with regards to some technical issues regarding his wicket keeping, as well as the Kent coach, Paul Farbase, as well.
Oh, yes.
Also, Wasim Bari, the former Pakistan wicketkeeper, has been in touch with Cameron Akmal. Now, all these guys have identified technical flaws in his wicket-keeping that he says he's been working on. The batting as well, he was very upbeat regarding his batting. He's hoping that he can actually start scoring some runs now. And he cited the example of Alistair Cook, somebody who'd been in horrible form and battled his way to a century in the last match. And what Cameron said to me was that he was going to use Alistair Cook as an example in the hope that he can score some runs. So let's see what happens with that.
Well, yeah, but good luck with that. I just feel ever so terribly sorry for Zulkarnain Haider that after his fantastic debut, scoring 88 and keeping pretty well, that once again Cameron's got a stay of execution. And I don't know. I think I agree with you entirely on the one day side, but I just thought I like the look of Haider, and I think it's a shame if he doesn't get back in the side for whenever Pakistan's next Test is, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there, Daniel. I think Haider would have played in the last Test match had he not injured his finger. And it was an interesting way that he'd hurt his finger during the Australia Test series, but I'm sure you're aware the injury was made worse when Stuart Broad threw the ball at him when he was batting.
Yeah, that kind of helped relations between the sides, I wouldn't have thought.
that instinctively, he put his hand up and to protect himself, and it hit that finger that had been damaged earlier. So Stuart Broad put Zulkarnain headed out the series.
Great. Now, I can tell you that Pakistan are unchanged. Wahab Riaz is playing, so Umar Gul was just warming up for the hell of it. And England are unchanged as well. And I can confirm that Pakistan will bowl, which I'm sure pleases you under these circumstances.
That's what I thought, yes.
Now, before we finish off, we've got to touch on the Pakistani floods, or the floods in Pakistan. And Pak Passion are running a charity event, is that not right, on the 18th of September?
Daniel, we are not running the event. It's being run by a number of charities, including the very well-known Islamic Relief charity. The event, if I can just let everyone know about the details,
Please do.
18th of September, and it's at the Palace Suite. It starts at 6:30 p.m. and that's at the Royal Garden Hotel in Kensington. Now, if people are interested in booking tables or seats at this event, there is a thread on Pak Passion. There's a banner on the website regarding this event. And if you click on that banner, all the details are on there. And, I mean, it doesn't take me to let everyone know that it's a very worthwhile cause. And if people could support this event, then all the money is going to be the proceeds for this very worthwhile cause. Now, the event is sponsored, so there are no overheads. So every penny that is going to that people are buying tickets for this event, every penny of that will go towards the charity appeal. That's
fantastic, and that's the 18th of September, 6:30 at the Kensington Royal Garden Hotel. Is that right?
Yes, in the Palace Suite. Yes.
In the Palace Suite. Fantastic. Now, Sarge, I'm going to have to let you go because we now have to prepare for the start of play at last, which is fantastic news. Hopefully, we can get you back on again during the ODI series.
Certainly, Daniel. It would be a pleasure.
One thing, Sarge.
There's also a link that we've just set up on our homepage to the relevant page on the pakpassion.net.
Okay, so you can either go to pakpassion.net and get it, or if you're on our homepage now listening, you'll probably need to refresh the page, but you'll find a link to Pak Passion's page. So hopefully we can generate some money for that incredibly worthwhile cause. We've got 5 ODIs and 2 T20s. Just briefly before we go, we're always a little bit concerned in England about the popularity of Test matches, especially in the subcontinent. And with Pakistan not playing so many Test matches and India becoming quite obsessed with T20. Do you think that a series like this and a couple of series like this that Pakistan have had will revive interest in Test cricket, or is this just a bit of a flash in the pan, do you think?
To be honest with you, Daniel, I think Test cricket, as far as Pakistanis are concerned, is nowhere near as popular as it used to be. Gone are the days of when Pakistan was playing Test cricket at home. You'd virtually have empty stadiums, unfortunately. Now, this is something that the Pakistan Cricket Board, and I think boards around the world, need to look at. England, Australia are doing very well with regards to attendances. Obviously, prior to this summer, with attendances in Test cricket, but countries like Pakistan, New Zealand, even the likes of India, attendances are dwindling in Test cricket. And I agree, it's largely down to the fact that there's a lot of one-day cricket and 2020 cricket. And that is more popular with the fans, or the vast majority of fans, no doubt about it.
Well, I mean, as long as any cricket is popular, we should be happy, I suppose. And the T20s and the ODIs, I guess, might see sellouts in September as Pakistan fans flock back to watch their side. Here's hoping.
I would have thought so, Daniel, yes. I'd be amazed if all of the 7 matches, the 2 2020s and the 5 ODIs, are not sellouts. And I think you'll find that there'll be a large presence of Pakistanis at these matches, that presence that's been missing during the Test series.
Well, that's all for the better. We've got to wrap up now, but we'll get back in touch with you in time for those ODIs. possibly the 4th or the 5th, so we're near the end of the series, and we can chew over the fat of what will have been an incredibly long summer for Pakistan. But Sarge, thanks ever so much for coming on, and it's packpassion.net, www.packpassion.net.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Always a pleasure.
Cheers, Sarge. Thanks a lot. Ta-ra.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.